Welcome to WatchMojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 times presenters humiliated their co-host.
Just to be honest for a moment, you wore those deliberately so people would notice, right? I mean...
For this list, we'll be looking at times where the host of a show completely showed up their colleague. From playful jabs to genuinely hurtful comments, it's all here. But which one of these do you think went too far? Let us know in the comments below.
You are so naughty.
You've actually crossed the line.
Number 10, Eamonn body shames his wife. This morning.
Are you hungry?
Starving.
Eamonn Holmes has a history of making odd comments on This Morning, such as his out-of-place comment about Phil and Holly sharing a bathtub after Phil had just come out. But the one he's faced the most heat over is his recent comments about his own wife and co-host Ruth Langsford. In a segment where the viewers call in and try to explain the image that's behind the hosts, Eamonn came out with this rather snide remark.
She's very thin. Well, it's not you, darling.
Viewers across the country were appalled by his eagerness to body shame his own wife on national television.
Saying she's very thin and married to Eamonn Holmes, would he? No.
Number 9, Kate Garraway gets told off. Good Morning Britain.
Sorry, it's not about you for a moment, it's about her. Let's all remember that. Back to you.
Garraway's had an interesting time on Good Morning Britain so far, and while her co-host Ben Shepherd loves to tease her for unprofessionalism now and again, it was in this segment where she finally had a bit of a telling off.
You know, like, sort of...
Viewers at home probably wouldn't have heard it because it wasn't near the microphone. But Shepherd made an effort to call Kate out for having her phone go off on live telly.
Any chance you can turn your phone off?
You're watching Good Morning Britain on ITV. I'm just going to pop this on.
We're honestly surprised they're allowed to have those things on the set in the first place. Number 8, Jason Gardner crosses the line. Dancing on Ice.
I'm very indifferent to your performance. I know you're trying, but as your partner just said, it's not bad.
Season 6 of the dancing competition saw Karen Barber switch her role on the judges panel for that of the head coach. This was, however, used against her by Mr. Nasty himself, Jason Gardner. When Karen stood up to defend 2 of the contestants who Jason had lambasted, he came out with this shocking statement.
Well, first of all, Karen, if your opinion still mattered, you'd be on the panel. And secondly, I am looking at the artistic composition.
The situation erupted from there as the two began to argue.
You really are so offensive. You bring to this panel...
So you keep saying...
You bring to this panel so little.
This little stunt allegedly almost cost Gardner his job, and he does, in his words, regret it to this day. Number 7, talking about Flintoffs' teeth. Top Gear.
More me, the thinking man's supercar.
Really? Yeah. You got a link to do.
In the post-Clarkson era of Top Gear, there have been some growing pains when it came to its hosts. Luckily, they've landed on a pretty decent lineup in Paddy McGuinness, Andrew Flintoff, and Chris Harris. The 3 have pretty good chemistry, and there's some of that signature Top Gear ruthlessness shared between the trio.
You holding a piece of plastic and trying to say words and numbers is at the very outer limits of your cerebral capacity.
But for our money, the most humiliating bit of banter came from this moment, as Chris Harris went right for the ad hominem approach.
When it comes to scurrying, I reckon he is the best. You're like a little mouse who knows just a bit too much about cars.
Right. You lend me those teeth, I could be a rat. Oh!
The look on Flintoff's face says it all. Number 6, Kate Garraway disses Weather Girl. Good Morning Britain. If that previous clip of Kate getting shown up by Ben made you feel bad for her, well, don't. The veteran TV presenter really let herself down when she came at the young weather girl, Laura Tobin, with a brutal swipe. While discussing the best and worst dressed at the Oscars, Kate turned her attention to the weather reporter with this remark.
Well, I think you're making a brave stab at the worst dress with that dress. Oh, it's
Oh my goodness, you've turned.
like the dress.
Fortunately, Laura would get revenge later that year by calling out Kate for interrupting her weather reports.
Ranveer, pipe down. We're on the weather. She doesn't care. She's not even listening.
You can tell by her tone she didn't like being told off.
Sorry, we're concentrating now. Okay, good.
Number 5, Phil teases Holly. This morning.
Thank you very much. I mean, Holly was obviously...
Oh, here we go.
No.
You've done really well so far, Schofield.
Okay, let's lighten the mood a bit. We all know Holly and Phil know each other better than anyone, and there's some information that only they're privy to. Well, in an interview with acting heartthrob Rupert Penry-Jones, Phil decided to let us in on some of that information.
The restraining order is still in place, Rupert, so don't worry. She's not allowed certainly not allowed within 2 metres of you.
Yeah.
In a rather bombastic display, he informed the world, and indeed Rupert, that Holly had a massive crush on the actor. Holly is left red-faced as Phil had just exposed one of her biggest secrets, right in front of the bloke himself.
You are so naughty.
Number 4, David Williams shocks Simon Cowell, Britain's Got Talent. Speaking of information that probably shouldn't be leaked on live television, in a segment in which the panel had to guess which answer Simon would give, things got a little heated. The question of which of the judges was Simon's favourite gave David ample opportunity to dig up some dirt.
Here we go, David's just finished. He's gone for Amanda because... Oh, David.
He implied that Amanda Holden was his favourite, the reason being that they had some sort of romantic relationship.
You've actually crossed the line.
Simon was absolutely appalled by this jab from David, saying he'd gone too far and told him to get out.
Get out. Look, just get out. Sending you...
Number 3, scolded for not being professional. BBC Breakfast.
You know, when your photo's
the idea of
taken.
coming out of my front door and seeing a giant picture of myself on the wall is horrific, but Jean looks great.
Frightens me, John.
Sometimes things come out wrong. When interviewing a couple of students who were quarantining in their university for 14 days, presenter John Kay likened it to some of the more raunchy reality TV shows.
Good luck to both. I'm trying to work out if it's more Big Brother or Love Island there.
Naga Munchetty is absolutely not giving him the benefit of the doubt here, as she makes it brutally obvious just how weird she thought what he said was.
Awkward.
Yeah, I know, sorry. It just did feel like, you know, they were talking like 4 days gone, 10 days to go, all in a confined space. I just got reality TV flashbacks.
I'm sure they're busy studying.
Where other co-hosts might have tried to make a save, Naga instead throws him to the dogs, just like she has with other co-hosts. Number 2, Jimmy gets called out. 8 out of 10 cats. Word of Jimmy Carr's tax scandal had swept the nation in 2012, so it was no surprise that his co-hosts, the team captains Sean Locke and John Richardson, took advantage of his misfortune.
Well, Jimmy, we all like to put a bit of money away for a rainy day. But I think you're more prepared than Noah.
As the show opened, the two threw a barrage of tax fraud-related insults in his direction, and he had no choice but to grin and bear it.
What a pleasure it is to be sat next to the only man in Britain more flexible than your accountant, Jim.
Jimmy did, of course, take the opportunity to apologise for the incident, but that didn't stop Sean from laying into him.
But you've apologised, haven't you? You've apologised today.
I have apologised, Sean, and in my defence... No, I got nothing.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. Number 1, Piers gets summed up. Good morning, Britain. If you've ever wondered how on earth Susanna Reid manages to put up with Piers' antics on GMB, well, it's simply by picking her moments.
I get annoyed when people stop banging on about politics on Facebook. It really annoys me. I've had to unfriend family members.
After another one of his rants, this time about people being overly political on social media, the two actually find a common disinterest.
When someone just keeps going on and on and on, and you just need respite and a break, and you just wish you could defriend them, but you're just forced every day to listen to their views.
You see the realisation on Piers' face as Susanna sums him up perfectly. This clip showed Piers up so much that it became a viral sensation, with even American news sources reporting on it. But did he learn his lesson? Well, of course not.
Stephen Fry tweeted that clip with the comment, "This has caused sunshine to burst through the clouds."
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo UK and subscribe for more great content.